Welcome or welcome back to My Simple Life. Here I share my journey towards a more simple life, starting with my finances. My goal is to spend more mindfully and save where I can to create a buffer for harder times. To keep myself accountable, I started videoing my expenses and my saving last year, and it works because every time I spend money, I catch myself thinking, that's a lot of money. I don't spend it. I put it on my wish list, and maybe in the future when I save for it, but not now. No, there will be more savings challenges, in quotations, coming, but until then I have my envelopes as they are. So this video is my cash unstuffing, to put back in the bank everything that I spent, so I do not overdraft my bank account. I'm Dutch, and in Holland it's more than usual to use your debit card and less cash, but my experience is when I do this system, I can track my expenses at my debit card because everything is visible and nothing gets lost. And by cash stuffing and unstuffing, it's tangible. It's tangible that you are spending money and how much money you are spending. And in times of inflation and unrest in the world, it's always good to have a buffer and a saving. So this time it's unstuffing. It's not very much, but there were some fun things. And what I started doing is, when I went shopping, I made a photograph of what I bought. So I will put them in as they come along. Maybe I will try to learn how to do voiceover, so I can explain some things. I made photos of what I bought and what I did with it. So I think that's fun. I love to see what other people buy and their style and their home. So that's the simple way of living I will be incorporating in a small way into my budget. But maybe they will get their own videos in the future. Maybe not. But I love to look behind the curtains at other people's homes, so I will show some things for you. My short-term savings challenge, and here the problem occurs immediately. 250 and I spent 270, so I need my buffer for that, because groceries are so very expensive. It's horrible, but it is what it is, and my seed starting time is coming as soon as possible, so then my vegetables will not be that expensive, and I will take you along that journey of growing, seeding, growing and eating from my own suburban garden. So I hope you enjoy that. In time, household is all the things you use in the house, like soaps and toilet paper. I spent 30 euros there. That's why I made a separate envelope for that, so I can track what really are the costs of living and what are things I may save on if I buy them in bulk or something like that. Fuel. I didn't fuel my car. I drove my car, but there was enough in the hairdresser. I went to the hairdresser. 45. This is 40. Here comes the fives I did for the last video for the condensing, because I knew I needed fives. And what did I? 45, 20, 20, 45. And I will exchange these fives for a 10 in this envelope. And the 45 will go back to the bank. Sometimes it's chaotic, but it works. I have a short, hopefully summer's coming, hairstyle now. Feet, I didn't use. Clothing, I used 5, so 45 needs to go back in here. What was it? What did I buy on clothing? I have no idea. This is why I'm tracking, because you don't know what you spent anymore. That's why I created, yes, I did. I promised I would, I did. An expense tracker. Normally I do it only in my Excel sheet, but as you notice, in 2 weeks time I forget where my money goes. So I will track it here on this sheet. This is a 4 size. It's in my Etsy shop, you won't believe it, but it is as a downloadable. I will link it below if you're interested. If you're not, no problem. Beauty. As I said in an earlier video, my usual day cream was on offer. So 45, let's take a note. I have 20 from Buffer and I have 5 from Buffer. But that's why it's there. I did that. Beauty 45, now it's empty and I hope I don't need to spend any more. But who knows. Sport, I didn't. Fun, I bought a delicious magazine. Once in a while I treat myself to a food magazine. I'm a big foodie, I love to cook. And normally I only buy them at the thrift store, but once in a while I buy a new one. And that once in a while was now because there was a small budget for it in fun. Takeout. We ordered gyros because I was way too tired to cook. And my hubby was tired also, so once in a month. And that's 5. Another 5 from Buffer. We treat ourselves to not cooking. And then the other side, I try to meal prep as much as I can. Date night, did do nothing. Presents, did not give anything. Decor, I bought a small glass pedestal for a candle. I will put a picture here and then I went to the garden center. I have a hand bush cutter, but my butterfly bush in my front garden became a bit too big and my cutter didn't cut it. So I now have bought a very big one. I will put a picture in. But that's depleted a large part of my garden budget. 35 in total, so that's 40 and 5 back in my garden envelope. And I bought some seeds for gherkins. I just want to try them. And that's all I have spent this 2 weeks. This is all okay. And still not using anything in my, how do you call it, long-term savings. And this is a total of 100, 200, 300. And I'm not good at, I'm good at math, but not by my own brain. 20, 40, 60, 80. 160 is this. 160. And 20, makes this a grand total of 480 euros I have spent. And for my small change, last year I had a glass jar, but this year I have a vintage Douwe Egberts. It's a Dutch coffee brand. Puntendoosje. Yeah. When you buy coffee from Douwe Egberts, there are seals on that. Then you can save them and you can save up for all kinds of lovely stuff. And I thought this would be a nice container. It makes a lot of noise for my small change this year. That's the small change I have left. This is it. If you enjoy my content and would love to support my channel, please buy me a cup of tea. The site is called Buy Me a Coffee, but sorry, I'm drinking tea, I'm not drinking coffee. And you can like, subscribe, leave a comment if you have questions, if you want to know anything. And in the description box you will find a link to my beautiful expense tracker, and for next week my cash stuffing. I need to adjust it to the new year. That's it. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next week. Thank you. Bye.